today's video, we're going to cover how do you efficiently and effectively clean your customer's restroom. Today we're inside of one of our customers' restrooms. Singular restroom, doesn't have any stalls, but it does have a toilet, does have a urinal, does have a sink, does have a soap dispenser, a toilet tissue dispenser, and handicap guardrails. Okay, so it has a box for feminine products. I always recommend that you have on your proper PPE. That's going to be your gloves and eye protection. Preferably for your gloves, they're going to be nitro. So today we have a one-step disinfectant cleaner, and it is HDQ C2. A concentrated window cleaner is a multi-surface cleaner. Stainless steel cleaner. Once again, this is a product by Spartan. We have our microfiber rags. Without further delay, here we go. I'm spraying the sink counter, inside of the sink, and the handles. Spraying the urinal, frequently high touch area with the toilets. We have the seats here. And then we have the handle. We're going to allow that sit time to take place, and then we're going to go on to the next task. The next task is going to be the glass cleaner. So just going to spray the glass. When you spray the glass, you want to wipe down from top to bottom, and some people just wipe down erratically. You know, I teach my staff that it has to be uniform, and this will prevent streaks. Okay, so we're going to go from top and side to side. The handles, for the handicap handles, flip my rag. That way I can use another side of the same rag on a different surface. And we're going to wipe down the feminine collection box. Go over a quick recap of what we've done so far. We sprayed the disinfectant. We allowed it to sit on for its proper sit time. That's on the sink counter, inside of the men's urinal, and on the toilet. We also wiped the handrails, and we also wiped the feminine collection box. And I'm going to flip my rag again, and I'm going to wipe the soap dispenser. There are a few vents inside of this restroom, so we're going to go and we're just going to do a little high dusting. Okay, we'll hit the handrails. Once again, I'm going to flip my rag. One of the last few steps that we have to do is going to be the final wipe down of the disinfectant. We're going to do some sweeping, and then we'll do some mopping, and that will be on our way out. I go with the sink first, then the urinal, and then wipe down the toilet lap. Okay, it's always from top to bottom. I'm going to go with the toilet, wipe down the handles. Once again, it's going to be from top to bottom. There you have it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, even post a comment or two, and share your experience. Thank you for tuning in to our channel, JMD Janitorial. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel now. In today's video, we're going to go over conference room cleaning. Perhaps one of your clients, one of your customers at a location that you're servicing has a small conference room such as the one that we're in now. Just has a conference room table, a few chairs, they have a television monitor, and a few garbage cans. And that's pretty much it. Well, today's video we're going to cover how do you efficiently and effectively clean a conference room of this size. So before we begin, make sure that you have your proper PPE, make sure that you have your gloves, preferably nitro gloves, make sure that you have your proper eyewear protection. So some of the tools and equipment that you're going to need to effectively clean a room like this is your duster. This is going to cover for low and high dusting. You're going to need your trash bags for your can liners, for your smaller cans. You're going to need your cleaning solution. Today, we're going to use a product by Spartan. It is a multi-surface cleaner, and it has a very pleasant scent to it, a mint scent, and it's a general disinfectant cleaner, and I like this one. And we're also going to make sure that we keep, as always, our rags. They're going to be microfiber rags. And with JMD Janitorial, we use a color-coded rag system. So one may be used to wipe down like the monitor. This red one, for example, can be used to wipe down the conference room table top. And let's say the green one can be used on whatever other surface that you want to use in here. Maybe there were some pictures hanging or something like that. So without further delay, I always like to begin. So as I was stating, without further delay, I always like to begin with my dusting, starting from high to low. So I'm going to go around the room. Just follow where as I go around the room, and we cover some of the dusting. So let's begin. Alright, so now we're going to go low. And I always want to make sure that I focus on the corners, the baseboards, where cobwebs and spider webs can accumulate. Alright, so that was a quick little dusting, high and low. You can, if you like, you can always use your duster to go over the table. You can use your duster to get under here on the chair legs, like such. The bottom of the chairs, the bottom of the tables, like such. Going under here, the bottom of the legs of the chairs. And these are just little tips that will ultimately help keep your clients satisfied, and most importantly, keeping the dust down to a very minimum. Cobwebs down to a minimum as well. So with a conference room table like this, being that we're using a multi-surface cleaner, I'm not going to spray the table directly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my rag. And in fact, I'm not going to saturate my rag. I'm going to let the solution do the work. And typically, if you do put down spray on a table, all of these solutions require a 10-minute sit time. So you want to give the solution an opportunity to do its job. In the sense of this video and for a time, we're not going to spray it and let it sit for 10 minutes and then pick up there. So today, we're going to just spray a fine mist here on the rag. And then we're going to go around, we're going to wipe the table. And like I always tell my staff, on one side, you're going to wipe to the middle, back and forth. It's always one motion, back and forth. You see they have a conference room phone here. You want to wipe down the conference room phone, lift it up, and then again you're going to go all one motion, front to back, come across, front to back. At this point, we're going to flip the rag so I can use another side, grab a little bit more solution. And then we just get the other side here. Slide this over here for a moment. Okay, so I'm going to wipe down the handles of the chair and the back of the chair. All the handles of the chair and the back of the chair. Sometimes you'll see where lint will build up inside of the chair. it behooves you to just use your rag and just go over it and just wipe it off. But as we go around, and then we wipe the back of these chairs. You know, I just kind of put myself in my customer's shoes. If I was about to hold a meeting with my customers or with a potential client, the last thing I want is for them to sit inside of a chair that's pretty dusty or looks like there's no real care to it or no one's been taking care of it. So, you know, that's what I like to do, and that's what I teach my staff as our core values. You know, customer satisfaction. There used to be a mantra out there that said the customer is always right. You know, where has that sentiment gone? But at any rate, so we just wiped down the table, we just wiped down the chairs, we did the high and we did the low dusting. One other thing that I always keep on my cart as well, and this is just for spot checking, but I keep Spartan is the brand, and it's a carpet stain remover. It's very fast and effective, something you can take with you on the go in case you're in a conference room like this or in a carpeted area. And you know, in conference rooms, they're having maybe a breakfast, they're having a brunch, maybe a late lunch or something like that. There's coffee, there's soda. So a lot of times you're going to get, you know, when something may spill. So this is something good that you want to keep on your cart as well. And it's just a carpet stain remover. Okay, so there's a trash bucket here, but the trash bucket is completely empty. But if it was not empty, and let's say it was filled, the contents of it had, you know, a sticky in there and it had paper in there, and that was the only contents inside of the can. Well, in that case, I would just simply dump it that way. Now, if there's chewing gum inside of here, if there's staples inside of here, if there's coffee still inside the cups inside of here, or soda cans inside of here, then you're simply definitely going to take the bag out, and then you're going to want to tie it and then put it inside of your big can. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Another JMD Janitorial tutorial. Today we're going to go over cafeteria cleaning. Just going to go over a few tables, just show you what we do as far as our cafeteria cleaning. Today we're going to feature a product from Spartan. It is a multi-surface cleaner. I like this one because it has a nice mint smell to it, but it's also highly effective. So without further ado, let's begin. subscribe button, to hit that like button, or share, or even jot a comment or two. Subscribe to the channel, like, share the video, and also post a comment. this is just an example of what JMD Janitorial, we use a color-coded rag system. See the color-coded rag system? This is for the restroom. Science of technology. The technology of disinfecting. This is what you'll get with JMD Janitorial. Very clean bathroom. Very clean restroom. Professional, reliable, and great customer service. It's another JMD Janitorial tutorial. We're just going to go over the cart before you set out, specifically to do the restrooms for proper restroom care. You know, a lot of companies are taking shortcuts. They may have multiple bottles on their cart, but I promise you they're using off-brand chemicals that may be harsh, and they are not as effective. So we're going to kind of go over what JMD Janitorial normally keeps on our cart. Here we go. Okay, so at this time, we're going to always keep some disposable paper towels. Okay, we have what is known as NABC. Okay, it's a non-acid disinfectant bathroom cleaner. Okay, we have what is HDQ. It's a one-step disinfectant. And again, you know, having the bottles is one thing, but having the SDS sheets on your bottle is a whole nother, what I like to say, step up in your game. So here we go. You got your window, concentrated window cleaner, and all of this stuff is properly diluted. Okay. And then for your floors, we're going to have our trusty damp mop. Okay, some neutral cleaner. Okay, and we keep our phenol disinfectant. Primarily, this is what they use. It has like the hospital grade smell, but you know, you see where that's important for disinfecting. Then, of course, stainless steel cleaner polish. Here you go. All right, and we always going to have our trusty powder-free latex, primarily nitrile gloves, but today it's going to be latex. All right, again, that's just what the cart looks like, showing you that we have the different bottles in addition to that with the SDS sheets. So it's real important, you know, that when you are out there, that you are projecting a professional image, but you also have the products to back that image up. water. We'll clean inside. Hey, if you haven't done so already, now will be a good time for you to hit the subscribe button, for you to like, for you to share, and even jot a comment or two. So we're going to continue on with the silver or the stainless steel polish. So that was just a brief tutorial. Today we just covered wiping down the counters using a general a general cleaner. We also went and cleaned the microwaves. We used a stainless steel polisher and cleaner, and we also covered all the other aesthetics that are in the room. So the paper towel dispensers, we wiped down the cabinet fronts, and guys, it's another JMD Janitorial tutorial. Today we're going to go over restroom care, specifically the men's restroom involving the urinals, and we also have a few stalls. It also involves, I'm going to show you, so I'm going to move the camera a bit. It also involves the drain. Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to go over how do you keep the odor that's naturally produced in restrooms under control to keep your clients and your customers happy, satisfied, and provide a professional service. Today we're going to use two products. The first one is by Spartan, and it's known as NABC. Let's get a little closer view. And this is a non-acid disinfectant bathroom cleaner. So what I do is I add this product to our weekly restroom care. So about once a week, outside of us using the Johnny Mop on a daily basis, we add this product inside of the urinals. So being that this urinal was already cleaned, it would behoove you to help control the odor inside of the urinals by just pouring some of this in the drain. Okay, like so. Now this product can be added in addition to whatever other products that you may have. So sometimes that does happen, and it doesn't wash down. What it does is just suds up. Okay. And for the drain, we have this other product. Okay. It's by Diamond, and it's a liquid alive or a instant residual odor control. So I prefer to use this inside of the drain. So I showed you guys previously what the drain looks like, and what we'll do is just position the camera so you can see. Okay. You just take some of this product. Once again, just make sure you have all of your proper PPE. Make sure you have your eye protection, and make sure you have on gloves. Alright, so afterwards, obviously you see that you're going to have a little bit of mess there, so always keep some paper towels. And just wipe that up. Alright, so there you have it. Another JMD Janitorial tutorial. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, subscribe to the channel, like, share the content, the ads, and thanks for tuning in. always making sure that I'm checking for dust, making sure that the janitors are using stainless steel polish. Okay, we're going to check the dispensers. This is your paper towel dispenser. Once again, we're just going to check just to make sure that there's no dust and that they're being wiped down daily. Okay, we're going to check behind the garbage cans in all garbage disposals. I'm always checking the ledges. I'm going to check, make sure that there's no dust. That just tells me on a daily basis that the janitors are wiping them down. And, you know, even in the restrooms, you always want to check high and low for cobwebs. So we're always going to check high and low. Okay, so underneath here, this is the sink. Just going to check underneath the sink. And we're going to inspect the brightware. Okay, these are all your fixtures. Just going to make sure that they're using the stainless steel polish, that there's no rings inside of the sink, and that this is being wiped down on a daily basis, effectively wiped down. Okay, so we're just going to again check these corners, check the ledges, no dust at all. Another soap dispenser, another paper towel dispenser. Just going to check that, no dust at all. And if I didn't mention, you know, anytime you're doing inspection, you always want to make sure you have your proper PPE. And today it's just going to be my nitrile gloves. Once again, I'm checking behind the garbage cans, just making sure that there's no small pieces of debris there. Checking all the corners. Because what happens a lot of time, if they're coming in sweeping, or if they're mopping, if they're not using the proper technique, a lot of it just gets pushed down into the cracks and crevices of the towel or in the grout, and it winds up building up and looking bad. So again, we're just going to inspect all of that and just make sure everything is clean from top to bottom. Okay, of course, we're inside of one of the stalls, so we're going to check the dispenser for the toilet seat covers. Once again, no dust. Want to check low on the floor, making sure that you know, we're on top of everything. Always want to make sure that we check, make sure that these are full. And as we check behind the toilet seat, a lot of times, sometimes what happens here is that water runs down off of the fixture there, and then it sits, it's still water, and then you get a discoloration. So we always want to make sure that the janitors are wiping down thoroughly. Okay, if you haven't done so already, now will be a good time for you to subscribe, for you to like, for you to share, and even comment a post or two, or post a comment or two. I apologize. Back to the inspections. Okay, we're going to inspect the urinals, underneath the urinals. Making sure that the brightware, making sure that the partitions are wiped down. There's no splash on the partitions. Always checking the brightware, the handles, the fixtures, low. Want to go high for cobwebs. Okay, once again, just want thank you for tuning in to another JMD Janitorial tutorial. Today, we just went over inspecting inside of the restrooms and just some things you want to look for once you are inspecting inside of the restrooms. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and post a comment too. Thanks for tuning in to JMD Janitorial. Have a good day.